So in this video, this will probably be my last video of Subnautica. We will probably never play the game again. I'm currently at around 50 hours of the game. Built this base, made it pretty cool. I think it looks cool. It's nothing amazing. Once again, you've probably seen people make way better bases than me. This is just efficiency at its finest. I love efficient bases. I don't care if they look all that amazing. It could be a square, and if you walk inside that square, if it's the most optimized efficiency you've ever seen, I'd call the base 10 to 10. After this, I'm going to be pretty much showing what I ended up doing after releasing the babies of the Sea Emperor, and we went into the facility with the giant cannon on top, and we ended up turning it off. And now after that, I'm pretty much going to show off my base and just do a little tour guide, you know, whatever it is that I've been making and cooking up in this kitchen. If you don't want to see it, maybe you only want to see that part and you want to see the ending of the actual game from my experience, and you've been along with the series and that's all you really care about, just skip along to the end. I'm just right now going to be showing off my base after this clip. All right, starting off from last time, I'm probably going to be doing a base video. Now, I grabbed this guy and torpedoed him basically into this little base. We're dead. Ooh! Hold on. Yeah, but we have him trapped in here. I just want to start the video off with that. It's pretty interesting. I'm probably going to kill this guy because he's right next to the babies, and I don't know if he can kill the babies. I don't think they can, but just to be safe, I'm going to eliminate him and assassinate him. But before anything, let's go ahead, because I remember to do this. This was one of the things that kind of shocked me. I was watching my older videos, and I remember I was confused how the spiky thing stabbed through my suit, but didn't puncture it. It stabbed me, but didn't rip my suit or anything. So it was a little bit confusing. But who needs game mechanics in here? And then you got that doomsday device right there. Apparently that can blow up the whole galaxy or universe or something crazy. This was the thing that we needed to interact with before we show off our base. Okay, this should say, oh, juke. Oh, oh. I like how we juked it that time. Oh, he punched it. Normal. Why did everything turn dark? Holy crap, what's happening? Boom! Wait, the deep roar emitted by the Reaper at regular intervals is effectively sonar. If you can hear it, the Reaper can see you? I don't think he ate the babies. I'm hoping to gosh this thing did not eat the babies. Well, he got slaughtered. Oh, the gun's powered down. So now we don't have to worry about it anymore. No more guns shooting everybody. I need some food real quick. So I'm gonna go get my Cyclops and we're gonna head back to base and I will show what my base was and what it's turned into. Oh, we came back to see oh, that's messed. Oh, she's slowly dying. That's messed. Oh, all right. Well, you guys are coming with me. These guys are coming home. What the heck are y'all doing? Oh, are they dead? No, no, they died because of all the collision damage. Oh, this is going to be a long journey, brother. Dang, I'm going to be driving for a minute. I'll be back. Okay, so you probably just finished watching what I experienced in that other base with the big cannon. And now we're just going to show off our base. So I'm going to show it from the outside perspective. So this is kind of what we were cooking with. You know, we had a lot of materials going to this base. It's nothing crazy. There's people out there with way bigger bases, I know. But for me, this is pretty amazing. Starting off, we have one satellite, nothing too crazy, just we only have one satellite. That's all we went with. And the only reason I went with one satellite is I was thinking that the base will always use the power that generates automatically. So before it uses any of this stuff, it's always going to use that satellite's power. If not, that sucks. I mean, this is an older game. I think Subnautica came out in 2012. Also, before I start showing any of that stuff with the Cyclops, I have this little creature egg. Somebody told me to hatch this creature, so I was going to put it in here. This is one of the big domes that I ended up making. I just thought it looked cool. I like this type of stuff. You get like an overview of the base. You could swim around and you got all these little jellyfish. These are one of my favorite creatures in the game, these jelly ray. So I just grabbed a bunch of eggs and just threw them in here. But we also have this thing. So we're gonna drop down whatever this egg is because somebody told me to do it. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, but we're gonna end up hatching that. and that will probably be, before I end up ending the game, that will probably be hatched. So hopefully time goes well with that thing. Okay, over here we have our power cell chargers. This is where we do, because we usually drop down like somewhere over here with the Cyclops every single time. There's nothing in that direction that we ever go to, so we're always like landing somewhere over here, and then we always come through this little area. So I put these right here. So I'd get out the Cyclops, come in, put these on, and then boom, I just go do whatever I want to do in my base. Okay, real quick, let's show off the Cyclops before I do anything else. This is the modules that we ended up really using a lot of the time. Nothing really got swapped out. Cyclops engine efficiency, Cyclops death module, MK3, Cyclops shield generator, probably the clutchest thing I've ever seen. In the last video, we were getting attacked by that big sea dragon, and this thing just made it obsolete. This thing is amazing. We love technology. Cyclops sonar, probably one of the most useful things in the game for this machine. Obviously the decoy tube upgrade, and then Cyclops fire suppression. Those are our upgrades that we mainly ran most of the time. And in here we have the Cyclops thermal reactor. This is where we put our modules that have to do with the Cyclops. I could just swap them in and out if I ever need to, but there was only one extra that we ended up using. We have the ion power cells. Of course, we have 3 of them. We have 6 in total, so each one gives 1,000 energy. We have 6,000 energy. When we were using the normal power cells, we only had 1,200 with all 6 on. Absolutely crazy upgrade. Basically 6x our normal power. It's insane, dude. I haven't even swapped these out that much. Absolutely insane. Of course, to show this off, we have this over here as well, and you have this here. We can't really do nothing with this. This is just always there. But yeah, 6 power cells. Here we have our decoys. Of course, here's the decoy launcher. That's always there. But yeah, we put a decoy thing right here so we could just grab them, put them in if we ever need to. Never needed to do that, but you know, just in case. And here we have our power cell box. We have a ton of power cells. We have 12 ion power cells. Yeah, 12. So we have 18 in total, 6 on the machine, and then 12 inside this box. We never need any energy, ever. Throughout the entirety of the game, we will never, ever be in a predicament where we need energy on the Cyclops. We just have so much of it. Of course, you have the launch bay right here. And here, though, we put this right next because we're always like coming around, running around this area, going up here, going over there, grabbing some things with the decoys. And you just have one of my favorite trees for food, which is the lantern fruit. So we just gobble this up. If we needed water, we would just instantly eat all these and fill up our water, getting us a max 100 of water and food. Probably one of the most useful plants in the game is the lantern tree. Over here, we have the ion cube chest. We have that fully maxed out, an ion cube bag, and then we have another ion cube bag just to hold a little bit extra right in this area. I didn't want to add a ton of these boxes everywhere. It gets annoying. First aid box. Here we have our gearbox where we would put excess tablets. We have the propulsion cannon in here just in case we ever need it. Full radiation suit, once again, just in case we ever need it. Swim charge fins in case I was in a situation where I didn't have batteries. I just put this on and charge whatever tool I needed to charge. We keep a little bit of water so we can grab this and just get out the base. Flares, a fire extinguisher, so on and so on. You know, you're just normal gear things. Nothing down here or in this area. We didn't do nothing with those two. Here we have our fabricator so we can craft some materials. If I had to move this, I'd probably try to put it somewhere over here, but the ladder makes it look weird, so I just put it right here. We have all these lockers. We made 10 lockers in total. I thought that would be a nice bonus to materials when we go out and we farm, and this is the perfect amount. Here we put materials that we just have a lot of and we have nowhere to store. Same thing with this one. We just put more materials in that one. Just hoarding up excess, so if we're not going to throw those in the pit or something, we're just going to put them here. We have extra uranium. We have some crystalline sulfur, ruby, blue crystal, and gel sacks in here, just in case, once again, if you ever need them. A ton of nickel, pretty much never use this besides the upgrades, and then after that it became useless. And then down here, for every single one of these containers at the bottom, we pretty much just put metal salvage or titanium along the side of it. So metal salvage, titanium, metal salvage, titanium. We would have metal salvage, titanium in these 3 as well, which are currently empty because we're using it for something. And here we store 3 Reginals. I find 3 Reginals to be perfect. These are pretty much the best fish that I found that give you the most food, and only food. I think it's 44 food when you cook them. So these are insane. And also we have large filtered water. You know, we pretty much always are ready just in case of an emergency. Lead, lithium, silver, and gold, because these resources are, in my opinion, the most valuable. We use this. We ended up using lead to craft a ton of stuff within our base. But yeah, that's my Cyclops, the Opstoppa, Maharaga. Love the colors cyan, red, and a little bit of cyan green for the colors. Here we have the vehicle upgrade console. You can see we have the Seamoth currently here. There's nothing in its storage. It has a ion cell powering it. We took off the normal power cell and put an ion power cell on it. For the upgrade, Seamoth Death Module MK3, hull reinforcement storage module, and the Seamoth perimeter defense. These four were just really useful for the Seamoth. Storage is mandatory, death module is mandatory, hull reinforcement is mandatory, and the Seamoth perimeter is just really good. It just keeps the Seamoth alive and allows it to defend itself. Here we just put extra modules that we might have accidentally crafted, but if we ever need a module, we just store it in there if we have multiple. Over here in the next area, right alongside that, we have the torpedoes. We have this just here, just so we can swap in and out torpedoes that we ended up crafting for the prawn suit. These are the modules that we ended up using. Prawn suit, death module, MK2, hull reinforcement, prawn suit, jump jet, and then storage module. Once again, kind of similar, the death module, the hull reinforcement, and the storage are just kind of the same thing on the Seamoth. They're just really good, and they're just the bread and the butter of the suit in itself. Of course, we only have the prawn suit torpedo arm full of rockets. It has 6 rockets inside of it right now, and then we have the prawn suit propulsion cannon. Just in case I ever need these two things, they're inside the storage of the prawn suit. Over here in this area, we have our boomerang farm. So I put my most favorite fish inside of this thing, which is the boomerangs. I love these things. I don't know how many are in here. We kind of have a crazy amount of boomerang fish. I don't know. It has to be at least 100 plus. Because I've done a lot of runs and just collected them and just done this when I was bored. So nice little area for my cute little boomerang army. In this area, we have our water makers with some power. Right across from this is another power. So left and right are both these bioreactors, and they're all full of spadefish. Right here, we have a locker. This is just where we put extra, so we don't have to go out and farm them. We could just store them in this chest, and whenever I need them, we'll grab some spadefish. This one's missing 2. We'll go ahead and fill that back up to full. We only have 4 water makers. This is more than enough from what I've seen. We haven't needed more than this. This is perfect. Over here, now this was expensive. We made 4 of these nuclear reactors. This stuff was expensive, and not only was it expensive to make the nuclear reactor, but it was also expensive to fill all of them up with 4 reactor rods. And here, I've already showed this off. We have the cute little jelly rays. I love these things. They're so adorable. In this area from the middle, we have our food farms. I mean, this is pretty much all lantern trees. Like, I'm telling you, we spent so long trying to get these as straight as possible. I'm hoping in Subnautica 3, they have a different type of building that just lets you snap point on a grid and just put them evenly. That would be so amazing. Just grab a ton of them, eat them up, and boom, back to full hunger, back to full water. Over here, we have the bobo tree, and the reason why I went with the bobo tree, let me just show this off. The bobo tree sample is more water than food. So we have the food side and then the water side, depending on what we need. But we'll always just spam the lantern tree and just be full on both by spamming a ton of those at the same time. Tried to get them as straight. I mean, as straight. We spent probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, repositioning all of these to make them as even as humanly possible. Coming down this way, we have the Ming plants. Now, I just wanted to pick another plant that I thought was pretty cool that you could put inside of your base. And when I looked at all of them, the Ming plant was the one that I just thought looks weird, and I liked it the most. Last thing is, over here, we have all of our storage. So this is our storage area, and you can come from any side of the base to get in this area to store all the items we may have. Right here, we have the fabricator. We have our battery charger right here, just always waiting. We have 4 ion batteries inside of this, extra ion batteries, so we can just grab these 4. Like example, we'll grab this, go ahead and replace it, and we'll put the battery back on. And that just, keeps us always having full power on all of our items. Here we have seeds. These were just some of the ones I liked. I only take the plants that I think are cool. We have some random eggs, one of each of some animals, just in case I ever want to do anything with them, or maybe have a pet or something. We have an extra little bit of eggs. These are the decor items. I was going to put these somewhere, but I don't really care about decorating and stuff like that in games. I just like to have an efficient base. Here we have extra power cells and a ton of extra batteries. Never really needed them, but we had them anyway. Here we have our gear. We put extra camera drones in here. Our old equipment, which is the lightweight high capacity tank. Never ended up using this because apparently the maneuverability that it gives you is not for speed. It's for like going left and right and dodging and stuff like that. We have the Pathfinder tool, another extra reactor rod, 16 reactor rods plus 1. So we had 17 reactor rods in total. We also have an extra knife that I just leave in a base in case I ever lose mine, which never ended up happening. Here we store our water, and we have all large filtered water, which is insane. Here we have spadefish. This is food just in case I need it, with some nutrition blocks that you can get from the Aurora. And we just have these sitting here. Never ended up using them. Once again, food's so easy to get. And we have a ton of med kits in this chest. So med kit, food, and water are right next to each other in the middle. Here's the green crystal. You end up using that for power, so I put it right next to the titanium. We have full titanium. Pretty much have all max resources. Max quartz, lead, copper, silver, gold, diamond, and magnite. So we'd have everything that we need all in one area: quartz, lead, copper, silver, gold, diamond, and magnite. On the other side from this one, we have ion cubes. We sat there farming these out. You saw in the Cyclops, we have a ton of ion cubes, more than we'll ever probably need. If they make a DLC for this game, which we know will never happen because Subnautica 2, I pretty much have everything. We have tab coral, we have coral 2, which is one of the most useless resources in the game, but yet we still have max of it. Max salt, just in case we need extra water, or, you know, I'm pretty sure you can also use that to make bleach or something. Deep mushrooms max, acid mushrooms max. Actually, so right next to the crafting fabricator, we have a crafted box. And we just put extra excess crafted materials inside of this thing just so we can pull them out if we ever need them. And then going from the fabricator right here, we have extra glass. We have extra wiring kits, which we crafted a lot of. Extra lubricant, extra rubber, extra fiber mesh. On the other side from that, we have cave sulfur, we have stalker teeth, just in case we need those for the enamel glass. We have blood oil. Never really needed any of this. We only had 2 in there. We don't even need any more than that because we have some in the crafted box. Got a whole box of this just in case. We also have some in the Cyclops and a whole thing of ruby. Also lithium, an entire box of lithium, and we have a ton inside of the Cyclops at this current moment of speaking. That's pretty much it. Besides this, over here we have some grab traps, like one there. If we come to the other side of my base, we have one over here. And we're gonna head this way real quick, away from our base. We're going this way. We have one grab trap right here. We're gonna keep going past this grab trap. We have another one right there. And then we have currently 2 on top of each other. We're gonna move one of these real quick. Yeah, and whenever we come over here, they pretty much just give us an endless amount of the spadefish that we use for power. So let's say we go away from the base for about 30 minutes and we come back. All of these grab traps are going to be filled with spadefish. And then I'll just do an entire run of spadefish and just have an endless amount of power for my bioreactors. But yeah, I hope y'all liked my base. We have the beacon right there for the home base. I'd probably put it in the middle above. There we go. I moved this to the middle so it can show us right where the center of our base is. Now there's only one thing left to do, guys, and I hope you're all ready for it. Neptune escape rocket. We need a computer chip, 2 titanium ingots, and 4 lead. All right, here we go. We got all the materials. Neptune launch platform. Oh my goodness. Now this has to make a big explosion when it hits the ground, right? Ooh, skadoosh. How come the Cyclops didn't do that, bro? What the?
You are the best captain on the planet. I'm not even squidding.
What the heck? Wow, this thing is gigantic, man. Plasteel ingot, copper wire, and lubricant. Constructing. Okay, I thought it was about to go crazy with the music. Okay, I think they built it. Now we need Neptune boosters. Aerogel 2 wiring kit. Nickel 3 plasteel ingot. The next one, Neptune boosters. We got all the materials. Oh, wow, this. Huh. Dang, bro, it's so big. Oh, so we got that built. That's the boosters. The next one is Neptune fuel reserve. Okay, so we got a plasteel ingot, 4 crystalline, 2 ion power cells, and 4 blue crystals. Neptune fuel reserve, that took a little bit of craft because I needed some ion cells. This should be the last part, or is there another part after this? I mean, this in itself is kind of expensive if you need to go out and genuinely farm all the resources. Neptune cockpit. We need a Cyclops shield generator. Been a hot minute getting all the stuff together and running around and going here and going there. Neptune cockpit is now being made. This rocket ship's gigantic, bro. I did not think it was that big.
Neptune 1 rocket.
Dude, what the frick was that? It scared the crap out of me, bro. Ooh, what the heck, man? Yo, that is weird, dude. I mean, it doesn't look the best, but it looks weird on this. It looks cool on the Cyclops. This will be the end of the series, guys. I really hope anybody that stuck through all the way to the end enjoyed. But before we go, don't think I forgot. Where is that egg at? A cuttlefish. Hold on. Get over here. Where'd he go? Hey, little guy. Yo. No. Everything will be missed. Oh, man, this game was amazing. Time for us to go. Auxiliary power. Communications array. On. Hydraulic systems powering online. Go ahead and put up all our equipment. Activate life support systems. Boot up primary CPU. On.
Primary computer systems active.
It's time to send off a time capsule like nothing we've ever seen. Let me go get some resources real quick. Some aerogel with some benzini and Mr. Cuttlefish. With that being said, not going to show it on my time capsule. That's for the one very lucky person in the world that manages to find it. It's time to finally be free. Where the heck did these birds come from?
Orbital debris.
Are you kidding me? No! Why am I able to see my neck? How come I can see my neck meat? Was it 4 something 7B or whatever? Goodbye. Wait, we could just activate warp drive? What? Yo. For a game that's over 10 years old, this game holds true.
What is a wave without the
My
ocean?
friend, no, my friend.
They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
My friend, Subnautica. Man, if you've never played this game and you stumble across this series, I just can't believe how good this was. Wow. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, because I'll never forget this game. There's been a lot of games that I've played in my lifetime, but this game is probably one of the best ones in terms of survival genre that I've ever played. I'm really looking forward to Subnautica 2. I hope that they listen to the community, that all the BS that was happening during the development doesn't hinder the game and just destroy it like every other AAA game that's managed to release in the last 5 to 10 years. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like, subscribe. Thank you if you stayed all the way to the end of the series. I very much appreciate it. And with that being said, peace!
Welcome home to Alterra. Permission to land will be granted once you have settled your outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.